Burly was a little boy who lived with his parents in a beautiful town surrounded by greenery and sparkling streams. He was a brilliant and courageous student at his town's school. One day, Burly's father told him they would be going on a weekend voyage to visit an island where Burly's grandfather lived. His grandfather had developed a large farmland on the island. Burly was thrilled. He began packing his water surfboard and bodyboard, excited to enjoy the waves at his grandfather's island. Finally, the day of the voyage arrived. The family boarded a huge ship. It was going to be an overnight journey. Burly loved watching the endless blue ocean and dolphins leaping in front of the ship. "Time to sleep," his mother said. "We'll reach early tomorrow morning." They all went to bed. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, a huge turbulence shook the ship. The ocean water started rushing inside. There was panic everywhere. Burly held tightly to his parents as the ship began to sink. When Burly opened his eyes, he found himself lying alone on a seashore. He called out for his parents, but no one answered. At a distance, he spotted a lifeboat and a big floating box. Burly swam toward them and climbed onto the lifeboat. He opened the box and found it was filled with food and drinking water. Grateful and hopeful, he began rowing the boat, looking around for any sign of help. As he moved through the quiet waters, he noticed something small on a drifting wooden plank. It was a little puppy and a kitten, scared and wet, but alive. Burly gently pulled them into the boat and wrapped them in a towel from the box. He gave them some milk and kept rowing. Soon, Burly reached another part of the shore. He saw a few people lying still on the sand. He anchored the boat and rushed over. Gently, he sprinkled water from his bottle on one of them. They slowly opened their eyes. He moved from one person to another, waking them up one by one. Then, to his surprise, he found his mother. Beside her was his father. He quickly sprinkled water on their faces, and they woke up too. Burly hugged them tightly, tears rolling down his cheeks. The others, now sitting up and safe, thanked him. Burly had become their little hero. Burly's father pointed toward icy mountains in the distance. "That's near my father's island. We're close." With hope, everyone helped row the boat. Soon, they reached the island. He had feared the worst after hearing news of the shipwreck the night before. When the passengers told him how Burly had helped them, he hugged his grandson with pride. To celebrate, Grandfather held a big feast. He informed the authorities, who soon arrived and were amazed by Burly's bravery. They took the rescued passengers back safely. Burly stayed for a few days with his grandfather. The puppy and kitten played happily on the farmland. Burly decided to leave them with his grandfather so he would have company. Grandfather was delighted to have two new little friends. After a joyful weekend, Burly and his parents returned home with memories of an unforgettable adventure.